That's where I'm at. All right, we got a handful of comics left. How we feeling? We feeling good? Yes, guys, this next comics feature at the New York Comedy Festival, so please, a lot of love, a lot of noise. Get those hands going for Daryn Passarello, everyone!
Thank you. I'm going to disappoint all of you. I'm from Staten Island. Someone say aw? That's the right reaction. Yeah, but I love being from Staten Island because I love all my male friends. They're really supportive. They're very supportive of my transition. I'm trans, by the way, if you guys couldn't tell. If you can, don't fucking tell me. But they're so sweet, and they all try to one-up each other every time they see me. Like, I went home last week, and my friend Joe ran up to me and goes, "Bro, love your hair." And then Mikey came over and was like, "Bro, no homo or nothing? You're mad cute." It's like, all right, we're getting better with this. And then my other friend ran up, and he goes, "Bro, when you get your vagina, I'll fuck you first." I got kicked out of my trans group. Oh, fuck them. Sorry, fuck they, them. But you can't, okay, in my defense, you can't put a comedian in a room full of trans people together. It's not gonna work out well for anyone. Like, I was talking and the therapist interjected, and I thought this was hysterical. I just said, "Sweetheart, a man's talking." They didn't like that. Sorry, they, them didn't like that. I don't know, it's so interesting being trans, because everyone's like, when did you know you were gay? Like, when was that? And I wish I had a better, like, coming out moment, but I found out I was gay when I was 4, because I was in ballet, and I went home and I showed my dad a pirouette, and he goes, "No, gay!" It's funny because I lived with them during COVID, and that's when I actually came out to all my friends. It was during COVID, and I got stuck with my parents for like 3 years in Staten Island. And my friends thought it'd be a great idea to mail me a chocolate penis. I was like, that happen to you? But they sent it to my house, and my dad opened all the mail during COVID. This man got so angry. All I heard in the kitchen was like, "That fucking weird kid getting chocolate penises sent to the house." And God bless my mom, because she just responded with, "According to the box, it's a chocolate cock." And it was milk chocolate. I don't like milk chocolate at all. Like, I won't eat milk chocolate. But my dad, as a 70-year-old Italian man, will not waste food. For about a week straight, this man angrily ate a chocolate penis and was more upset that it wasn't cream-filled. And I think the funny part was he kept it in the freezer so it didn't melt. And my nieces and nephews would come over and they'd run right to the fridge like, "Oh, what ice cream do you have?" And all I would see is my dad run, "No, fucking no!" I told my mom, I was like, "Do me a favor, in the next 4 years when they put me in the camps, don't put me with the they-thems. I will detransition so fast." Like, I put that joke online, and this non-binary, I don't know how to say it, this group of one-persons, they got upset, and they were like, "I'm offended by your joke." And this is how you know I'm an asshole, because I just wrote back, "You mean we're offended." I love straight men, though. You guys are great. Like, you guys, the two of them, not you're clear. Not with that mustache. But you guys are great because you really try to support trans women. Like, straight men are the biggest allies because they do their hardest. Like, I was at a bar, and I guess this dude saw a show I did, and he just shouted from across the room, "Yo, that dude's hilarious." And I was like, "Thanks, but you're calling me a dude." And he was like, "Oh, but that's what you say. Like, you say that in your set." And I was like, "Yeah, but that's my joke." He felt so bad. He just looked at me and went, "I'm sorry. What acronym did you prefer?" We try. Fun fact about me, I used to be on the Disney Channel when I was a kid. And yeah, it's a whole different thing. We won't get into it. And then I worked for Stan Lee, like creating all the Marvel films. And everyone was always like, what's that like? Like, what was working for Stan Lee and Disney like? And so I'll give you an idea. Like, I wore a hat my first day ever in the office. Every day since then, for 20 years, he would come up to me and go, where's your hat? We said Shiva at a friend's funeral. Instead of going to the family, he came up to me and goes, the one place you should have a hat, you don't. Flash forward, I'm taking photos in the set of Avengers, and he goes, wow, you know something? You could have played Peter Parker in the Spider-Man films. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. And he goes to craft services, and this man who's like 300 pounds hands him a plate. And he goes, wow, you know something? You could have played Peter Parker in the Spider-Man film. And he turned to me and goes, that's for not wearing your fucking hat. I just got my first massage since I transitioned. And I forgot to tell the masseuse I was trans, which we should do that. But she was Thai, so she got it. And I also found out I had bad tattoos, because as she massaged me, she goes, oh, you have random tattoo. And I went, yeah. And all she said was, not good. And then I laughed, and my friend Paige was like, hey, why'd you tip her $40? And I was like, oh, because when I flipped over, my balls fell out. And she just tucked them back in for me. And went, not good. And this bitch, my dad drove me last week to go get a pedicure, because I didn't have a car. And I went in, and the girl waved at me. And I was like, oh, we're friends. And she just went. And all I heard from the back of the room was, weird fucking kid. Enjoy the rest of your show, everyone. Thank you.